See, man, this is what happens when you try and cut your own hair. Doesn't exactly come out all that good. But, oh, I'm recording. So, it's been a while since I made a video. Well, a week. It's been a while since I made a video on Breaking Bad. But, decided to jump back in it today. Which, man, hey. Not only was this a good episode, it also piqued my interest. Is that the right way to put it? Yeah, sparked my interest in an author from the. I think he wrote most of his books in the early 19th century. Am I saying that right? Or 1900s? I think he passed in Sunset. His sunset was in 1924. So a little bit after World War One. Of course, the Industrial Revolution, things like that. Well, American Industrial Revolution. I think American Industrial Revolution. I don't know. I'm trying to be too smart. But yeah, I only bring that up because the name of the episode is. I have to look at it. It's down here. Kafkaesque. It's a term popularized by his writings. That is an achievement, I tell you that. It's a term popularized by his writings to explain a crazy situation. But that's as simple as I made it. I oversimplified it there, but a complex and layered situation, which, you know, if you've listened to any of my previous reviews, that's what I like. I like stuff like that. So that's why I'm going to seek out probably his most popular book in its translated form, of course, and see if I can find it in audio form and then listen to it. But anyway, I almost feel like I have to rewatch this episode because I wasn't paying that much attention towards the storyline. One thing that stuck out, the things that stuck out were there were moments in this episode that got me, that hooked me and dragged me into that particular scene. Of course, if anybody hasn't watched this before, I always start at the end of the episode because that's the part that I most recently watched. Okay, makes sense? Makes sense. So, there's a moment after Walt has been given basically a deal of a lifetime. He's found out, yes, that the person that's employing me, gotta readjust myself there. Yes, the person that's employing me is being a bit of a puppet master at this particular time, and he saved my life. Miraculously, my brother-in-law is still alive because of his actions, and he's also given me quite a bit more money. So he can't believe it. He's in so much awe about the situation he's in. I'm not saying he decides to take his life, but he decides to let fate, if you will, fate's gonna do what it does, but he wants to kind of like help it in one direction. Like, this is an overload. I don't want to be here right now. So he decides to close his eyes on the freeway, and last minute he opens them up. And the thing that got me was I'm so into that scene because I'm trying to feel what the character's feeling in that moment. I'm right there with him. Can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I'm closing my eyes. Can't be real. Can't be real. And he opens his eyes and he swerves around. That looks kind of real. But when he swerves off the freeway, he drives into a perfectly cut section and then slides off. So it's like, oh, damn. I mean, I guess that's for the safety of the stunt person, which that is what it is as well. But come on, that killed the moment. For me, anyway. And then Pinkman is in this episode, and I don't know where he gets this. I don't know where he has this chip on his shoulder. I don't know where this chip came from. I mean, yeah, he's pretty mad at Mr. White, but Mr. White, like I said in other reviews, Mr. White has done the stupidest thing I could ever think. He has given the boot to his perfect partner. his perfect partner. He's giving the boot to his perfect partner to get Pinkman back in there. I don't think Pinkman actually understands that, although they didn't necessarily end on good terms. I'll admit that. But I don't see how Pinkman can't see that Mr. White is helping him so much. He puts him back in there, but he still wants to, I guess he's young. I don't know where they're going with this character, because aside from all that, there's a brilliant scene. Okay, this whole time Pinkman's in like, what is it? He's in like Drugs Anonymous or something like that. I'm trying to figure out the proper name for it. But he goes there just to help. It's part of the healing process when you're involved in substances or dealing with other issues. I mean, from the best of my knowledge. So he goes there to kind of like balance himself, but he notices the fact is that the particular drug that they're cooking, meth, is dried up. It's like very scarce in this area. So a lot of people that are in there trying to get in recovery are recovering from meth. And he's cooking like pounds and pounds of this shit. And he's like, He gets his two friends to come to one of the meetings and to start talking about meth and start talking about how good their product is, and to get people's ears ringing. Like, everybody's like, ooh. But then I'm like, it's a brilliant scene, the way it's structured and how each actor delivers their lines and how animated it is. It's great. But the series messed up. They didn't make Pinkman smart. So how does he come up with this idea? They made Pinkman seem stupid, and then all of a sudden he's smart now? Doesn't work like that. He had to have been smart from the beginning. I guess they're trying to play on the fact that maybe the drugs impaired him or something like that, but no. They literally made him stupid throughout the entire series up until now. So that's where I'm like, no dice. I don't buy it. Cut it out. Sorry, my voice went up an octave, but no. Also, I'm trying to think what else was in there. There had to be another scene in there that got me. Damn, there had to be another scene in there that got me. I forgot it that fast. Well, Junior doesn't make an appearance. You don't see the baby. It's Mr. White, Mrs. White. Well, formerly Mr. White. Oh, yeah. That's another bad part. Well, I think it's bad. Mrs. White doesn't know what she's doing. She's just flapping in the wind. So, I'm in a good mood because I got a full stomach. But anyway, she's flapping in the wind. She doesn't know what she's doing. Now her boss that she's been having an affair with, and she continued to have an affair with, now she's breaking it off with him. After he's already opened his heart up to her. Let alone the fact that she knows that he's like taking money from the company or whatever. So there's that. So I'm just like, oh man, why do you do this? Why is this happening? Oh my God. But the overall feeling and mood of the episode is oh my God, it is perfect. It is beautiful. I love it. And now I really want to go look up this author and listen to or read any book that he has available. I definitely want to be exposed to that, to his type of I definitely want to be exposed to his type of writing, because it seems like it'd be interesting to me. But overall, this is a good episode. Again, literally could be a movie. This episode by itself could literally be a movie. So good. White is white. Oh, Hank makes he's shot up. He's got a long road of recovery ahead of him, as far as I can tell, and now Mrs. White has offered that Mr. White pays for all his medical expenses. It's like, oh man, she is a piece of work. Now I don't like her character again. This one episode has turned her sour again. Man, I don't like. She's all over the place. She broke a guy's heart. Now she's back with Mr. White because he's got money, and it's like, oh, come on, man. Well, in his favor, I should say. They haven't necessarily got back together, but in his favor. Jesus, man. Now I really want to watch another episode, but I'll probably watch one next week or something. And I need to get back on Futurama too. So, till tomorrow.